Hello everyone, I'm Wallblade and welcome to my Wonderland. It's been a while, it's been too long. Unfortunately, life has got the better of me at the moment. I had quite a few busy weeks at work and then I got sick last week. And though I was hoping to do a video on my sick days, I could barely speak. So here we are now. Thank you so much for your patience, and enough about me, let's just dig into this video, which I've been super keen to record because it's like a little challenge for myself, to be honest. So, as you would have seen because of the thumbnail, I bought some figures off of AliExpress. Now, I would not recommend this unless of course you are 98% confident, or be it as you will, but I never recommended it in the first place because I was, I guess, honestly scared to get anything off there because it's like 10% authentic figures and 90% bootleg figures. But recently I got desperate to get a specific prize figure, so I bought 3 prize figures, and this one specific figure I just could not get anywhere for a reasonable price. And even though I love the design of this, and I've seen some pictures of people who managed to get her, I don't know why, I presume AliExpress, because she has been available, not sure where her listings are now, and that is the Shiro Corfu Taito figure. Since this prize figures announcement, it's been the most prize figure that I've been excited for this year, and I just couldn't get it anywhere for a good price. Even on a proxy service, when usually new figures like this from Green Games are listed for anywhere from $10 to $15 to $30, but I could only find her at a low price of 50 AUD dollars, and with postage it would probably end up being again up to $100. And then I thought, well, I'll check eBay then, because sometimes their prices can be so and it could be a bit better than the proxy service. Checked there and I could only get it for about like close to $100 again. I think like 86 to 100 Australian dollars. And as much as I love this prize figure, like any other prize figure, I would not spend $100 on it unless of course it was, well, I don't know, old and limited. But even then, like for example the old Killer Kill prize figures that were probably listed, and they still are, about $100 range, I didn't get that for that. I probably would spend maybe $50, yeah sure, but no, $100, no way. And so I was a bit of stuck because no websites had her for a listing, pre-order, or in stock, or any. So I'm like, okay, these other collectors have obviously probably got them from AliExpress, so let's give it a go. Let me just check it out. So I was thinking it can't be as bad as eBay, and it's probably about the same. Like, for any collectors, I wouldn't recommend buying off eBay. And now even I haven't bought anything off there for a while, because even though I'm on the hunt for pre-owned figures, postage is just terribly expensive. So unless of course it's a local seller in the same country, you can't get any good deals at the moment, unless of course you're extremely lucky, which is a bit of a shame, as a lot of my old hunting was in eBay. Nevertheless, getting back to the story. So eBay is probably the same, with it being majority bootlegs opposed to authentic figures on sale. So I thought, with my experience, let's just have a go at AliExpress and pray I don't get any copies. So this is the seller I bought the figures from. Their store seems pretty authentic. I haven't checked all their items, so I don't know. Some stores, and this is where it gets you, some eBay and some AliExpress stores have half bootlegs and half authentic figures sometimes, or like a bit different percentages, which can make it really tricky, and that's why you just have to be careful. That's why I always look for reviews. That being said, you have to watch out for fake reviews. So usually the pinpoints for that is if it's by similar weird random names. They can set the country, so that doesn't matter. And if they're about the same time, that's the best I can recommend. And also the same span text, like, oh, it's good, or excellent, like good postage, whatever. So as long as it seems more individual, different times, you're probably most likely to get authentic reviews as well. And if you're just not feeling it, then just trust your gut, because it's better than wasting money and getting a proper product. Yeah, no, I recommend this store, but in the same token, I would recommend being careful nevertheless. They had so many, like 16,000 followers and an abundance of really good reviews. But what convinced me in the end is not only finding out that they had a few prize figures that I've been looking for that haven't been released in Australia yet, being that the Echidna and this particular Sakuramiku, which I'm sure would come into stock soon, but it would probably take a few months like anything. Though these other figures didn't have reviews, the one which is most popular, it says it sold almost 300 of these, and it's the Shiro Taito Corfil. Now they had 6 reviews, and considering they had a lot of 5 stars, and the reviews, people included pictures, which is a big plus, and the figure looks very authentic. I think even one of the reviews was from the Instagram collector I initially saw, and I'm just like, oh man, I need to get my hands on this because I just love this prize figure and I just can't get it anywhere. Like, okay, well, I'm sold. I will give this a go. And the price is about average prize figure cost, which I'm happy with because I'm going to end up probably spending $4 plus. Or probably it's the price of, like, so you know, basic price figure in Australia is $39, give or take. And then, so these ones were listed for, let me put it up here, about $35 to $36. And I'm like, okay, well, that's doable. I would be very happy to pay that price if these are authentic. And then the postage only came to $12, which I'm like skeptical about. Will this take maybe a few months to get to me? But it said it'd probably take about just under a month. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's give this a go. What's the worst? The worst that could happen is they come as bootlegs and I'll just know never to buy from them again. But it ended up being just over $100, and I think I'm willing to risk that, considering if I was really desperate, I would buy just the Shiro for $100. Yeah, so here we are. Let's have a look and just... Ooh, let's see if these are authentic, and if they are, I'll be very happy. And also the quality of them as well. Well, newer prize figures will be interesting to see how their quality has come over the years, and I haven't unboxed new prize figures for a while. I feel majority of pre-owned or ones I've been keeping in storage for a while. So then, without further ado, let's crack open this box. What a distinguished gentleman. Look at how he bows. Sliding the box over, and it looks like we have some company today. Hello, Snowy. I won't lie, I'm super excited to open up this box. Hi there, look at the box, it's pink. It's so cute. I saw it, I'm like, what? Look at the little illustrations on the side. What a cool custom box. Just to make you excited. Billy has these amazing illustrations there that look pretty hilarious. And it's like a bus. Ah, it looks like someone's karate chopped it there or kicked it. Let's hope the box and figures are all right inside. I am so rich. Well, I mean, I would be if I didn't keep buying anime figures. What do you think, Snowy? Look at that. He can't even look me in the eye because he knows it's true. Now they're getting out the blade, and let's crack open the box. A little tricky there, the tape, but there we are. It's actually quite a nice thick cardboard, so I'm feeling pretty positive. And oh, look at the goodies in the box. I am excited. Oh, I haven't opened up prize figures for a while. Right, and looks like they gave me a little extra. Sword Art Online. Looks like a Kuji prize. Acrylic? Ooh, look at that, Snowy. What do you think? I'm not a huge fan of Sword Art Online, but I do love the design, so we'll have to see where I can put that. Now then, bring out the first box, and it is Corfil's Echidna. And I am also very stoked and excited for this. Here's me examining the top of the box. Looks like it has authentic stickers, and the tape is also clear. meaning it's quality tape, and that's a good sign so far. So I'm got so much hope. So this is the box that got the majority of the kick side on it. Little deformed box, but otherwise it's pretty good. And on the back you can see the Pyro authentic sticker. So unless of course China has started replicating authentic stickers, I think we may be pretty safe here with the authenticity. Just got my hopes up. Now you can see my hands excited there for the piece of resistance. But just before that, I pull out the bubble, and look at this, they have their own packing bubble as well. I was going to pop it, but then I thought, oh, I better not. No, I won't do that to my poor cat. And then he's like, how dare you touch me? Why would you touch me? He's offended. Oh, please don't walk away. Are you staying? Okay. How about next one? Let's have a look. Snowy. And it is the Shiro by Corfu Taito. And I'm the one that started it all. I'm super excited. This also looks quite authentic. So I am... Oh, almost dropped it there. Whoops. Right then. So I am super excited because so far looking hopeful. Looking at him there, do you want to hop in the box, Snowy? Let's take the wrapping out. You look like you want to hop in there, so... But then, look at him. Make a decision, quick. I gotta unbox these girls. Do you want to sit in the box or not? I'll take it off the bench. Gotta make some room. Go on. If you don't, I'll remove it soon. Or I'll push it back. What do you want to do? You can if you want. Anyway, so I pushed it back, and he looked like he wanted to jump in, so I pushed it towards it, and there you go. Aww. If I fits, I sits, and he's... There you go, he's in like a little bus. It's adorable. If he's happy there, I'm not forcing him to stay there. If you want to stay there, Snowy, you can. If you want to run away, go for it. I think he's deciding whether or not he likes it or not. Why do you always look angry 90% of the time? Moving on, let's have a look at the Echidna box, shall we? And I am very happy with the look of this bunny figure. Super excited. I would love this as a freeing giant bunny scale, to be honest. The box looks very aesthetic with the blacks and kind of showman case, and the stickers and the boxing seems well. It's quite small too, which is great. So let's hope the figure looks just as good as pictures. And look at that! This must be a new thing from Corfu, where you open it up and you have like a really cool design. Oh, that is so cool! Man, I love that detail. Fun details just can make unboxing so much more pleasurable. Now, cutting open the plastic, she's well protected. This looks very much like how they would package these particular figures. So far as authenticity, looking pretty quality-like. Take her out of the box, and oh my goodness, I am loving the design. I won't lie though, I love her textured vest, but her underneath, the shiny parts could be a bit more shiny in my opinion. It looks good here on camera, and it still looks good in person, but just be a bit more critical. Yes, that's what I would criticize. But apart from that, her hair looks amazing. At least her hair's painted well. Her face decals is painted well as well. But here's where I came up to a little hiccup. So her base is very badly scratched, and you see that? That's a bit of sticky stuff on there. That's I'm not sure how to get it off. So looking at the back too, checking the print for authenticity. And, oh man, so I thought, okay, I'll try to get this off, because usually I use a bit of eucalyptus oil, and though some bits in it, I'd be like, okay, it might damage it. I've had no troubles in the past. I've done this probably multiple times, over 10 times, but for whatever reason, I tried detergent and hot water first. The stickiness would not come off, and so then I tried a little bit of eucalyptus oil, and it ended up taking it off, but it also took off a little bit of the paint on there too, which I haven't had happen before. So I wouldn't recommend trying this, even though this worked in the past. So I don't know what is up with the current the finish they've put on this, but obviously not strong enough. So I haven't wrecked the base. I got the stickiness off, so would I prefer stickiness over a little bit of paint transfer? Well, overall, you can't really tell when she's on there. Click her on. I'll forget about that. I absolutely love her altogether. And the sculpt is amazing. The paint is great. Probably the one other criticism, apart from the shiny bits, wanting them to be more shiny, is her heel, where you click in the base, is a solid black color. I would prefer that to be a clear color. Now moving on to the Sakuramiku. I am way overdue for a Sakuramiku, and so this is one of this year's designs. Having a look at her box, pretty usual. She looks pretty the same. I wonder if she's going to be the same scale as the other Mikus that she looks similar in design to. Oh, cracking that open, it kind of a little bit failed there. Got the box, little nip. Ooh, and she's kind of boxed like I'm surprised. They still kind of box them like older prize figures. I guess that's to make it a bit more weight distribution. But yeah, so I haven't opened up a figure like this that probably like 2-3 years ago. This is how they're boxed, so it's interesting that they're boxing these ones like this again. Maybe it's a Sega thing, I'm not sure. Take her out. She's very protected well, which I'm very grateful for. The base, I was kind of like, wonder if it's, I don't know, I'm still questioning its authenticity, even though you've got the sticker and this looks good. See, I even brought the box there to like check the eye decals with, and I'm like, ooh. Anyway, moving on. She looks authentic. Her design is very nicely done. I love that they actually painted in the white triangles in her little belt on the side there. I would have liked, again, like the Echidna one, see how her foot has the same color as the sole of her shoe. I wish they didn't do that, because it just kind of doesn't distinguish between the base and the shoe, and it makes it look more blocky and not as refined as it could be, even being said it being a prize figure. She looked like she was reaching out there, so I was kind of like reaching out, like, oh, I'll get you out. Her hair, the cherries look so cute. I love they actually have a little bit of yellow shading on top of the green to give it a bit more dimension, and putting her together. So, I thought I was having issues with the Echidna. I've cut this down a little bit, but this pigtail, okay, so I tried putting in, the wrong pigtail, haha, at first, yes. This is what I dread, is putting in pigtails and Mikus. And so then I get the right one, I'm like, this will fit. It's not going in. It's too wide. The cast is not cleanly done. It's too wide. So what I did is I got my Stanley knife blade. After trying to put it in, wiggle it, I warmed it up, still wouldn't go in. I shaved off the sides to make it fit in the key a bit more, and it just would not fit still. And then when I've shaved back enough, it wouldn't stay there because it's too weighted and not enough tension. So, even though I did it slowly, oh my goodness. So I ended up gluing it. So the other side went in perfectly and I was happy with that. She looks perfect, but look, I'm not joking. I got the glue gun out. So I just got hot glue because I know I'll be able to easily remove that if I muck up or decide against it. So I put that in. She seems perfect now, but oh my goodness, this was frustrating, especially after the Echidna with the base, the paint coming off that. I was remembering why I'm switching to the majority of my collection being scale figures, apart from with the exception of Sakuramiku's. But overall, I love this figure. The pose is adorable. She isn't as tall as some of the other Mikus, the Sega Mikus, the SPM Sega Mikus, which is very interesting. Now, moving on to the grand finale, the one that started it all here, made me actually buy from AliExpress, and that is the Shiro Corfu by Taito. The box looks adorable. I love that it's kind of on theme, very aesthetic. They've got the cards. Would have been amazing if they put that in the design. Well, I guess maybe in the future, perhaps. Now then, let's crack her open. I'm a sucker for anything Shiro. I love the particular artistic design they went with her face. It is just so cute. And look, the top there, the chest piece, which, it's so cool. I can almost fit it in my hand. Like, look. And it's very similar to the Echidna, so I guess because they came out in a similar time, this must be a new thing they're doing, and I think it's really cool. As you can tell, bring her out. No time wasting cracking her open. Hopefully she will be out of the two to redeem herself as being a prize figure I don't have to fix, even though these are all brand new. And oh my goodness, pulling her out. Look at her details, her hair. Oh my goodness. Okay. The one flaw, her crown was a little bit bent towards there, kind of made it look like a little bit of a jester hat, but it looks like it could be part of the design, so easily recovered. No paint flaws I can see. Her colors are just absolutely stunning, and yes, I'm sorry, I'm checking, she has got the striped knickers, which is just too cute. And I love that her pegs are the same color as her base and not her shoe. Thank God. She is saving my love of prize figures. Even though I love the other two, but oh, she's hard to find faults for. And that face! Oh, look at those decals. I love how they used yellow as a highlight. And her crown, oh, her hair, her textured clothes. This is... I just love her. She is just too cute. And I thought they did very well putting this together. Just the texture's interesting. It's very... I think you have to treat this separate, not to the original character, because if you compare her to other scale figures, she just stands out on her own. And the base has a few scratches, but no sticky stuff, and I don't have to fix it up. And I love the chest pieces around it. The design, simple, but just perfect. I'm so glad I finally got this. I do not regret the extra effort it took and risk. Oh my goodness, she is just priceless. Well, I say that, but I wouldn't spend $100 on her. But $36 well spent. Oh my goodness, look at them all. Getting any of them. They are gorgeous. They're going to fit in my particular sections. My No Game No Life, my Sakuramiku, and of course my Echidna Shrine perfectly. Now, without further ado, let's move on to a showcase, shall we? Scale comparison. We have these lovely prize girls next to Vocaloid Hatsune Miku's Sakura 2021 version by Taito. Then we have the Shiro Pop-Up Parade crown version. And... I couldn't resist. And the Echidna chair prize figure by Bondi Spirits, and of course 1/8 scale Aniplex Sebastian Michaels. Ooh, he is always such a charmer. And looking at them all, I love that even though how similar they are, they all have their own style and personality. I guess it's kind of like treating a book different from a movie. That makes sense. So, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, the difference between the Taito Shiro and the Pop-Up Parade. Honestly, I love them both in their own way. They're very different, so I find it hard to compare the both of them because the art style is different. The pop-up parade is very authentic to the original anime character, whereas this Taito prize figure is its own gorgeous illustration standing out on its own. Oh my. Overall, I am so pleased with these three. They are just, in my opinion, absolutely stunning. Of course they have their minor flaws, but being that said, they're easily forgiven considering the price of these figures, if you can get them for a good price, that is. But at the same token, I expect a certain amount of quality because, for example, the pop-up parade line is about, let's say, $60 to $70 AUD, whereas prize figures are actually risen quite substantially in price. And as I told you, they're about at mark of $39 in Australia. If they rise any more, they'll probably, about $40 close. They're only $20 off from pop-up parade figures. So, let's hope that they both don't rise prices, because that would just be, well, I guess it would just make it ultimately pointless considering they're meant to be cheaper, more available figures. And that being said, I feel like it is still in a difficult range for younger collectors. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining me in this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you again for your patience as I got through my sickness and able to finally bring out a video. I've already pre-recorded next week's video, so I could already start editing it and hopefully have it on time. Get back to my schedule of doing weekly videos. As a little teaser for those of you who have stuck around, next week is gonna be a large haul of one of my favorite characters. Can you guess the character? Thank you all again for your support, and until next time, be sure to take care, treat yourself, and I'll see you next week. Bye!